Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Imagination Megapark. Now in this episode I want to focus on adding stuff in the Desert of Doom area. But before I do that I want to do one more upgrade to the castle town, and that's that I want to add a moat around it. Now it won't be anything big or fancy, but I think it will make the transition between this area and the surrounding areas a bit easier. And it means I can also make some nice bridges. Now, also the bridges won't be anything fancy, just some wooden blocks which the guests can walk over. But in the end, I think it will look pretty nice. So yeah, I will just start with that now. Alright, I think this moat looks really cool. Yeah, really happy with how it turned out. It's a nice little body of water around the castle town, and it will definitely make transitioning into these other areas a little bit easier for me. Anyway, with that done, it's now time to focus on the Desert of Doom. Now, the first thing that I want to do in this area is actually create sort of a pathway, and later I will build my rides around the pathway. But I think it's good to already have sort of a plan, and that will make it easier for me to build the rides around it, and probably it will already help the guests get around a bit more. I plan to make a pathway sort of snake its way through this area. It will make a big bend here, then here it will connect to this bridge, and from here we will also once again connect to the path over here. I think this path can actually stay here. This was meant as a temporary path just to make it easy to get over to this airship station, but it can probably stay. And for this area I haven't really I don't really have a path layout in mind yet, but that will come later. Anyway, as I make these paths I will already place a few decorations around them, just to set the theme of the area a bit more. And then after that I will start on the first ride, or well, the second ride of this area. Alright, we now have a path through this area connecting the bridge and these two entrances to the desert with each other. Now I also made a little offshoot of the path over here, and here's where I want to make one of the gates to the area that will go over here. And we'll probably make another one somewhere around here. But yeah, this decoration here probably shows pretty well the vibe that I want this area to have. I think it looks pretty cool. And especially this area, I'm already quite fond of it. I probably did over decorate it a little bit, probably did already detail it a little bit too much, because this is the area where I wanted the first coaster to be. And the coaster type that I actually want to build is a heartline twister coaster. But it's not going to be a normal heartline twister coaster. It's going to be a little bit wider, and yeah, it will probably have some more things that a normal heartline twister coaster doesn't have. And the name that I'm going to give it will be Sandworm, and will actually tunnel through the land several times. I think it will be a really fitting ride for the Desert of Doom. Anyway, time to get started on the ride. Alright, I'm proud to present the first coaster in the Desert of Doom area to you, and I named it Sandworm. You can see it travel up here. Sadly, the initial buzz after I opened the ride has already died down since I took so long to decorate it, so a lot of the cars aren't really that full anymore, but that will probably change as the park grows over time and we'll have more guests. Yeah, it's not your standard hardline twister coaster. I gave it a vertical lift over here and a nice support structure. Then it does a vertical drop here, and then it travels up and down through the land several times. And I also gave it several hardline inversions, of course, since it's a hardline twister coaster. Now also normally these trains only have one vehicle, and I made these trains, I gave all of these trains 3 vehicles. I think it works pretty well for this kind of coaster. Now I really like the path interaction we have over here, over this path with the bridge. Lots of decorations. I used lots of these canyon pieces. I think this wooden fence here works pretty well with this path and also with this scenery here. Yeah, I just really like how this coaster travels over this path here. Definitely some good path interaction, I think. And it's also immediately a good entrance into this area for the guests who walk over here. this bridge will be used in the future by guests who walk over from this area, which I still have to build. Now, here at the end of the coaster, I made this little turnaround section. Yeah, just a little bit more of this support structure, just a little bit lower, and some cogwheels, just to make it look like a proper turnaround. Now, for these lower sections here, try to make them a little bit more dark. I guess that's where the Doom part of the Desert of Doom comes in a little bit more. Next to the coaster, just more of this red and purple foliage. Yeah, I think it definitely makes it look more like a desert where you probably wouldn't want to be. While I was building the coaster, I also added another patron on it. Over here on top, we have this patron with the name The Brew. So yeah, thanks a lot for the support, The Brew. If you also want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon channel in the video description. Now, I will just be doing a little bit more foliage, a little bit more landscaping around the coaster before we finish the video. And of course, at the end of the video, we'll take a ride on this coaster. Alright, I'm gonna stop myself from decorating now, because yeah, in the end I'll create more attractions here, and then probably I'll have to tear down decorations again. So probably better to wait a bit. But yeah, definitely will continue on this area later. But I'm already really happy with how this has turned out. All the foliage, all the canyon rock pieces, the bones, I think all together they just create a beautiful landscape over here. Now, something which I have is, well, I have 40 unnamed handymen here. I think it will be fun to name all these handymen after people who comment on my videos. So yeah, if you want to be named after one of these handymen, just reply under this video, and yeah, I might choose your name as a name for one of these handymen. I'll probably do more of these sessions in the future. So yeah, just let me know in the comments and try to reply something original. Now, yeah, I already said it. I'm just so happy with how this coaster has turned out. Yeah, I think it will be fun to end this video with a ride on this coaster. So yeah, if you liked this video, please consider giving this video a like. It would really help out my channel, and it will let me know that you like these videos. Also, let me know what you think of the music that I've chosen for this area. I think it's fitting, but yeah, please let me know. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.